Yo, what's going on guys? It's District Trending. I'm bringing you guys this brand new video. Now in this video we're going to be going over the shocking truth of 6ix9ine and what type of person 6ix9ine really is. If you guys are a fan of Tekashi 6ix9ine, be sure to leave a like on this video right now, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on my post notifications to join our iPhone X giveaway. You must stay active on the channel and all uploads so then you never miss when I call the winner. Now Daniel Hernandez, otherwise known as Tekashi 6ix9ine, was born in New York City and lived at home with his parents and his brother as a really poor family. 6ix9ine has even gone on to say that growing up it was really hard for him and his parents, that even most nights he would go to sleep starving and his mother would hear his stomach growling from the next room and she would start crying all night. And there was also another instance where his mom would have to go searching for clothes in the dumpster for Daniel and his brother to wear to school. And one day she found a pair of old running shoes for him in a dumpster, and then when he wore it to school the next day as a kid in class, another kid in the class actually noticed the shoes that he was wearing were the exact same ones that that kid threw out the night prior. So Tekashi 6ix9ine definitely had a really tough upcoming as a child, and that's why he really likes to flex what he has today. But now that you know that little bit about his past and you know what he's gone through and things like that as a kid, being, you know, poor and things like that with his family and brother, let's just jump in straight into the present day and talk about the truth of 6ix9ine. Because I highly suggest you guys watch this video all the way until the end, as you will not believe what I have saved for last in this video. Now, one of the truths about 6ix9ine that you probably didn't realize is that he likes to use beef as publicity for him in his music, even though that could be really dangerous at some points. 6ix9ine typically will target rappers either bigger than him or even just the same size as him to start beef with them to get publicity from them. So they will talk about 6ix9ine on their social medias or even in their music, which at the end of it will give 6ix9ine the advantage because his name will be spoken of thousands and thousands of times with said artist, whether it's on Twitter, Instagram, or even on YouTube. It all works out for 6ix9ine's favor in the end. Now 6ix9ine has picked beefs with rappers such as Trippie Redd, Chief Keef, The Game, and even YG. Some people even watching this video right now probably heard of 6ix9ine through the beefs that he had with other rappers within the industry, just because all the beefs that he's started always seems to go viral online, even if it's with smaller artists that are trying to do the exact same thing that 6ix9ine did when he was on the come up. I really wanted to pick this out of the truth just because it seems like this had to be gone through, and it kind of went through a lot of people's heads when they heard of 6ix9ine. Now on the come up to his fame with the release of Gummo, 6ix9ine noticed getting some traction on that music video was always something that he wanted, but he also wanted to make sure that it did numbers. So what he did, he wanted to try something that no one else has ever done before in the rap industry to get famous, and that's what he's going to be about, starting beefs with other rappers that will respond to him, because 6ix9ine has that rainbow colored hair and whatever, so obviously rappers are going to respond to him just because he is kind of funny looking with all of his tattoos, rainbow colored hair, and all the things like that. Obviously, you know, it's going to be obvious when rappers would like to respond to that, especially with the stuff that 6ix9ine says online about certain rappers. I mean, he said some pretty hurtful things to Trippie Redd about his brother and things along the lines of that. So it's obviously a no-brainer that they would respond to 6ix9ine, and that's what they know what will happen. Now, love him or hate him, 6ix9ine is actually a very smart person on social media. He always knows exactly what to post, and he always knows exactly what he should do to make sure that his name will get searches online and his music will get plays, which is always super important as a music artist. Nowadays, you'll see a lot of these music artists not really getting as many plays. It doesn't matter how good your music is. Your music could be the best in the world, but if you're not putting yourself out there correctly on social media, whether that's on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and things along the lines of that, it's going to be so hard to get searches online. That's why 6ix9ine realized that, and that's why he's going out today doing all these crazy things on social media, because that's what gets his names more searches online, which then makes his music go viral. The whole internet kind of works as an algorithm. Whatever names getting searched the most, especially on like say YouTube, whatever names get searched the most, and you know, whatever gets the most plays and clicks, that's what artists gets pushed more. 6ix9ine realized that, so that's why he's doing all these crazy things, because he knows people will post these things to YouTube, and then people will search his name up on YouTube, and then his music will be pushed to people's recommended section. Now getting into the next truth about 6ix9ine that you'll definitely need to know, especially if you're going to be listening to him for a very long time or just until he like fades away, just like everyone's music career eventually does, is that you need to understand his lyrics and lifestyle, because that plays a huge role into what he is today. Now, if you heard any 6ix9ine song or even saw one just posted to YouTube and didn't even click it, but you would notice how they all sound the exact same. They're all the same, especially with the titles of his songs as well. They're all one word and typically small. Now take the song titles Tatty, Billy, BB, Kiki, Fifi all into consideration to what I'm just about to say about what Tekashi does. Now Tekashi likes to make his music song titles all similar so fans can easily remember the song titles to all of his songs. Now don't get me wrong, if you truly love your music artists, you can obviously remember all the different song titles that they have and whatnot, so that's fine. But what 6ix9ine is trying to do with all these short and catchy titles is keep people that aren't super fans of his to remember the titles of them. So then when they're bored or anything, or they're online, they will always remember the titles of his music and just go search them up. Now I really think the way that 6ix9ine is doing this works perfectly, just for the main reason that it keeps everyone's memory in check with his music, since it's just one small word and they're typically, like either rhyming with each other or they're pretty much the same word just with two letters that are different. Just like BB and Kiki, all the difference is that in BB there's two B's and then in Kiki there's two K's. It's pretty much the exact same thing. Now next thing you need to know about his music that isn't related to his song titles is the lyrics that he uses within his songs. Now if you actually listen to his lyrics of his music and you look him up and follow along, either that's on Rap Genius or just any website in general that has lyrics on it, he actually doesn't even use that many different type of words within his songs, believe it or not. 6ix9ine isn't a lyrical rapper at all. He likes to keep it short and simple so his fans can easily remember his lyrics, and that will always same with his music whether the fans are actually fans or not, just because his lyrics are so simple and catchy that you don't even necessarily need to be a fan to be able to sing his music. It's pretty, self-explanatory with his music, especially with some of the songs like Fifi. He doesn't really say anything along the lines that's, crazy lyrical. Now those are just some two things that you really need to know about 6ix9ine and his music, his lyrics and his song titles. If you are an aspiring music artist, I would really suggest, having a catchy song and just having a title that, it's easy to remember for people. Because when they listen to it, whether they like it or not, if you have a really catchy song or title, they'll always sing it. Like, not many people, actually like 6ix9ine's music, although a lot of people do as well, but for the people that don't even like it, they could still pretty much probably know all the words to some of his songs just because how catchy it is and how easy it is to sing. Now getting into the next and last truth about 6ix9ine that you'll definitely need to know is what 6ix9ine actually stands for on Tekashi's head. So in this, I know it's going to get like a little bit weird that I'm talking about this, but I'm talking about what the number 69 actually means to Tekashi. Now during his July 2017 interview with No Jumper, 6ix9ine revealed that he had the number 69 tattooed on his body over 200 times. Most notably, the numerals are proudly displayed smack dab above his right eyebrow, and the numbers are also written out multiple times on the left side of his face. Now considering the number 69 is also a part of his rap name, it has to be something important, and it actually doesn't mean what you probably think it means. Now Tekashi 6ix9ine took to Instagram to share the true meaning of what 69 stands for, and it's honestly probably not what you thought. Now he shared the explanation along with a photo of him hugging an older lady during his trip to Dominican Republic. He goes on to say in the caption, and I quote, "I never lost the sense of where I came from. This is what makes me 69. The true meaning of 69 is just because when you're right doesn't mean I'm wrong. You just haven't seen my life from my perspective. Turn the 6 upside down, it's a 9, but remains the same, just in a different perspective. Open your mind and your heart," he wrote. Now it's really crazy to think that that's what Tekashi meant while naming his whole rap career based within a number that has a lot of different meanings. I honestly at the start thought it was just of a troll kind of name because the name 6ix9ine, because it actually has a really good meaning behind it, which I didn't really know. So what 6ix9ine is pretty much saying is no matter how you look at the number, it'll always be 69. You can either turn it upside down, you can flip the numbers, it'll always end up being 69 once again. Just if you turn the 9 upside down, and then turn the other 6 upside down, it then turns into 69 again. But just obviously the other way around. So it's actually pretty cool what 6ix9ine did here. I do gotta admit, it is actually something that I wasn't expecting. If it wasn't something that you were expecting either, be sure to leave a comment down below saying you didn't expect that. But also make sure you leave a like on this video as well if you did enjoy. Anyways guys, it has been District Trending and I'm out. Peace.